So peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace to everybody out there. This video I'm about to do is about I'm going to strive to build about online education um, and the importance of education, no matter how you get it. Um, people, I've been hearing some things. People dissing online education and not respecting online education. They think it's not real. I've had the experience and the privilege to attend an HBCU and Tuskegee University back in the '90s, and a multicultural university in Wayne State University, also in the '90s. And in the 2000s, I went back to school and I went online to an accredited university. And it's some misconception or ignorance on the part of people thinking that online universities aren't real. And in most situations, I can't speak on all universities, all online universities, but in most cases, online universities are just an extension of the actual um, brick and mortar university. So it's just it's an upgrade in technology on how they distribute or deliver their education. It was explained to me that it was just it offered a level of convenience, being able to go to school online. It made it easier for working professionals, working people like myself, which they refer to as a non-traditional student, to go back to school and maintain some type of income. Um, so it's just the actual college, the actual university delivering and distributing the, the same education you would receive in a classroom online. Now, you ask what is online, what is the internet? The internet is a global network of computers that are linked up all over the world. So, it's like every and so it, so so that's not I don't know if every, but 99% of all the libraries of all the college libraries, all the university libraries, and all the city libraries and public libraries are now, they uploaded all their information from the library to their computer network, and the internet enabled us to access all these libraries. So, you're getting the same information as if you were in the actual library. So, nothing has changed about going to school online. It's just it's convenient. You can go to school and stay home and raise your babies, or um, go to work, just stay at home, and don't have to, you can go to you for example, the schools in Arizona, schools in California, schools on the East Coast, if you have the money or the resources to go. So, there ain't nothing wrong with going to school online. My recruiter told me, he said it's good that you have already actual college campus, because you can fit in well online, and it's true. In my situation, and I don't like to talk about my school because people even diss my school. I went to DeVry University online, and why did I choose to go back to DeVry? Because I was familiar with their name. I saw them in grade school, but DeVry has like 28 or 28 or more actual college campuses in the United States and abroad. And they boast they have modern campuses that look like professional modern office buildings because that's what they teaching. They teaching um, professionalism. And so I went back there and and when I enrolled in 2006, I think it was, they was telling me how they had they just renewed their 10-year accreditation. That's their standard of teaching is superior to most schools because they was able to get a 10-year accreditation. That was more than they said Harvard and Yale at the time. They was only giving out 5-year accreditations, 1-year accreditations. Like the HBCUs got their got their accreditations revoked. I don't know what happened, but I think Morris Brown got theirs revoked, and some other schools in the South got their um, uh, accreditation revoked. I don't know, for not following the proper standards of teaching and creating a proper learning environment for their students. So, but it's a pretty good school. They taught me well. Um, and so you know yeah, so they call them the actual campuses brick and mortar versus online. It's the same. Um, I hear some certain CEOs of the music industry like Gotti and Dame Dash not being in support of their uh, children of a college age going to college. I think that's a disservice. Those guys want to be billionaires, and you know, I say they ought to follow Trump. Trump, you know, boasts of the fact that his three eldest uh, went to Wharton. Wharton, I think College of Business or something like that. And they say Wharton is an excellent school. And so Trump would feel confident if he passes on to leave his children his wealth because he know they will be educated and trained by him to carry on his name and not lose their wealth through uh, improper handling of his business because they went to the best school and they shadowed him. He was their mentor. Both his sons and his daughter, Banka. Right. So, let me see what else. So don't hate on your children because maybe y'all didn't get the opportunity to go. You both those men are in a financial position to make sure their children receive a good education. So I think they doing a disservice thinking they can learn from them. They can go get the academic game and then take the academic game plus the game that their fathers will give them and carry on any business that they need to. So I think they doing a disservice. And as far as the 120 lessons, as far as supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet and the 120 for far as people learning online versus going to the actual academies. Well, I think the internet is a good place to start learning as far as getting knowledge of self. The information is out there. Um, you got some gods that disagree. But those gods, you know, is not gonna pay your relocation fee to go to Medina, Mecca. You know what I'm saying? It's and in D Mecca, there is no academy. So, and so what are you to do? You know, and just like a a college offers online education, they need the nation of gods and earths, street academies they probably should start offering online courses. I know some gods, want the students, the newborns to come amongst them, to learn, to observe them. But when you can't do that, I mean, you can get a PhD online now. You can get an accredited PhD, an accredited MBA. You can get all these degrees online. And if you can get those degrees online and take that into the real world, you know, 120 should be taught online as well. Um, so man, education is a way out of poverty. I believe that. You may be, not as financially well off as you would like to be, but you won't be dumb. You'll be armed, with knowledge. And so, let me see what else. What else do I have? I think that's about it, man. Don't hate on your babies, man. We should strive to raise them better than us. More educated, more healthy, more everything than us, so they could do better than us. And so they will be in a position if we need to and they need to take care of us as the parents. So, we should strive to raise our babies better than us. Be more supportive. Don't spoil, but be more supportive than your parents was, so you can, get an education, get all the training that you need. So, but yeah, I think that's about it, man. That's a quick bill on education, and they got apps now. If you go to the Google Store, the iTunes Store, you can. I think it's Udacity and Udemy. They offer and a Coursera. They offer classes, actual single classes, and they offer a bundle of classes where you can get degrees, certifications, or just for your own personal learning, college level courses, psychology, accounting, finance, music, you know, computer science, and you can learn independently for $30, $50, $100. You can take a little sample bundle MBA class for $20 or $10. So, you should always, look to strive to improve yourself if you are low educated. You know, uh, my thing with Dr. Umar, man, I got number love for the brother, but you know, I, you know, I think he ran into an an obstacle when he started to um, rehab his school. He was looking for black contractors, and he see black contractors are far and few in between. It's not a great pool of people. black contractors that he could, seek work from. And, so he started telling people, they should, go get, go learn the trades, the journeyman, the masonry and plumbing and roofing and wiring. He was telling people, forego college and just go learn this stuff. And Dave Ramsey, the financial guru, a white guy, he's telling people the same thing. If you can't afford college, you ought to go work for Subway or Walmart or something. I'm like, man, that's crazy. And so I learned that, you know, we need a college education and we need to know them trades, how to install windows and do your own drywalling and plumbing and concrete work and wiring. We need the college education and we need the trade education because um you know without the college education we won't have the business sense and the professionalism to maintain and sustain our business. You see, I run into brothers all the time trying to get work done, and they don't know how to present themselves over the phone. They don't. They won't. There'll be a no call, no show, and it's their business, but they lose business being unprofessional. And some of them may not be finance math savvy, and so they don't know how to you know um, estimate a job. They don't know how to they don't see an opportunity when it presents itself because they don't think along those lines, man. And so it's a lot of black contractors, but they don't believe in getting the license and the bonds to make themselves more credible. They don't know how to bid on submit a bid on a job because they never heard of bidding. So they need because they need at least a 2 year entrepreneur business program and go learn some trades. Be, be, because without that education, that foundation of education of just the basic math, college level psychology and philosophy, they won't they won't do well to sustain their business, you know. And so, we just can't just go learn a trade without learning marketing and promotion and how to carry yourself and all these things. So, you know, we need a lot of education. We on top of knowledge of self. Because that's an education in itself. They call it the 120-degree wisdom supreme lessons. It's a 120 degrees plus 36 more degrees plus 12 more degrees plus some more degrees that you got to learn to just get the basic foundation of knowing who you really are as a human being on the planet Earth. So, and all that stuff is online, but you got to, you should get a teacher and enlightener, someone that can, let the light in and in the darkness of your mind. So, but me, I loved online going to school. Because I'm always busy, because I'm always in the street running and ripping and running, working, and so going to school any time of day, as long as I meet the turn in time for the assignment, I'm good. You know, online gives you the freedom to go to class anytime you want, as long as you meet the deadlines. And the teacher is real. It's the same teacher that teaching in the classroom. He just he or she just, got a online class. Some colleges offer half and half. You can take half the class in the classroom and the other half online. I just needed 100% online because I was be gone. And I didn't have time to go to class no more, or go to a campus no more. So I would work 10 hours a day, get off, and just lay down and be in school. You know, and I was able to excel in school that way. Not having all the distraction of who trying to look this and who driving that, and so there ain't nothing wrong with an online education. You cheating yourself if you think you can cheat, and cheat at an online education. And it's the same across the board as going to actual campus. It's the same school. They just stepped their game up and offered an online version where they could, and it's a business move because now they got more student body. UCLA got people in New York and Texas and Florida going to UCLA online because they was able to distribute and deliver their education, their curriculum online. So y'all people that don't believe in online and don't have any computer skills, they need to step their game up into 2020. To the new technology. So, that's all I want to say, man. I'm out. Peace to the gods. Peace to everybody. Peace to the earths. King Lou, one.